Staples Center, downtown Los Angeles, and welcome to Game 4 of this 82-game schedule for 2013-14. Here the starting lineups brought to you by McDonald's. We already alluded to it in our open, but a change with Xavier Henry moving in. Sean Williams, who has struggled in that starting role, remains. However, Pau Gasol has been solid, averaging 15 points and 10 rebounds. For the Hawks, there are some familiar names still. Of course, Jeff Teague and Al Horford, a great 1-2 punch. Kyle Korver, one of the great three-point shooters in the entire NBA.
Part of what Stu just identified there is the two keys. That's what the Lakers and Mike D'Antoni want to try to do by putting Xavier Henry in with the starters. You know, he's their best guy on the team at getting to the rim and finishing. They didn't think they were getting that enough, especially off the bat, and that can set the tone energy-wise. And you know what? Nick Young was struggling a little bit in his role as a starter. They think that by putting him with the bench, he may be in a position to be a little more aggressive and get his shot as well. So this is something they've been thinking about. The next step is figuring out that front court rotation for sure. But Stu, that's why they're early in the season. We're still going to see some experimentation.
Yeah, well, again, coaches are trying to figure out what they have here. They're still searching for combinations that are going to play best together.
And it's all about energy, and Steve Nash shooting also. Steve Nash coming in shooting 18% from the floor. That is just something else. He is a much better shooter than that, one of the great pure shooters over his career as DeMarre Carroll, but now he's their number one option. Xavier took those 9 stitches after 40% coming into the game. Sean Williams.
That's the other guy they need to get going. They talked about the guard around him, and the guard tipped it from behind, and that was the turnover.
Atlanta with 2 turnovers. Lakers are going. Here's what Xavier's been doing well, going to the basket, but Horford got a hand on it with a guard. Here's Nash. Got to get that jumper going somehow. Xavier Henry, he's got the ultra green light if he wants it. Powell throws it in.
Hitting his dribble and puts a lot of pressure on you defensively.
Boy, he went 22 points, 16 rebounds in their win over Toronto after struggling in their opener. They got blown out by Dallas. We'll see Dallas on Tuesday.
Lakers have to get back into that energy again as they started to play a little slower.
Yeah, don't fall into those lulls. Nick Young on the outside with a step back on Cartier-Martin. Farmar brings it up. Schroeder stops the ball. Lakers have Kaman, Farmar, Young, Johnson, and Meeks to start the second quarter. Memphis trying to even their record at 2-2. Kaman nearly traveled.